So I recently received a question from students asking, what are the things that you love about being a professor? And what are the things you hate about being a professor? And I gotta tell you, the best thing about being a professor are the students. Because you get smart students, they really drive you to want you to work harder, do more research, do better in the classroom, and then you get to see them succeed. When you see them take off in their jobs and stuff, they come back and visit as alumni. That is the best part, to see them succeed. That's why I love teaching. I love coming back every year to teach again because I have such wonderful students. And for me, that's the best part, okay? Now, in terms of the worst part of being a professor, I think it kind of depends. So if you're a tenure track professor, it's the first 5 or 6 years as you're an assistant professor when you're trying to get tenure, because you've got to get a certain number of publications out there and a certain level of journal, and it could be work, 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 work. It's not the fun professor lifestyle people think of. It really is trying to publish instead of perishing. So that's probably the toughest, most stressful part for a tenure track professor, is that first 5 or 6 years of trying to get tenure, because it is a lot. For non-tenure track professors, we're talking, adjunct professors, clinical professors, research professors, teaching professors. I think the worst thing about the job is that some other, tenured professors and sometimes universities kind of treat them like they're not real professors because they don't have tenure. Now, this doesn't happen everywhere, but there are cases where they're kind of treated as not second-class citizens, but not taken as seriously as other, even if they do have lots of experience in the real world. So that can be a frustrating thing there, okay? So those are kind of the best with the students, and the worst, usual business stuff that's not very fun when it comes to the best and worst of being a professor. Do you have other questions you'd like a professor to answer? Please put in the comment section below and we'll put out new videos with answers to your questions. Bye from here in Colmar, France. Also, another great thing about being a professor, you get the summers off. Well, if you don't have to publish anything, write a new book, or teach any summer school, you do get the summers off and you can enjoy places like here in France. So I'll say bye from here in Colmar, France.